like equal. Dekho na, mujhe change the sequel and write me down equal. Dekho na, I'm nitty gritty and just treat me like equal. Dekho na.
Hello guys, myself Atharva Rao, and after a very long time I'm back on my YouTube journey. So welcome back to my channel. To all the new people here, heartfully welcome you here. If you've come this far, it means a lot to me. So it would not take much. You just need to go a little more beyond and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and encourage me in what I do. So if it's the people who already know me, I've been a musician since the past 15-16 years. I've been performing, I've been learning, and I've also been teaching. I have my own music academy. So that's about myself. And apart from that, I'm a commerce graduate, and I got campus placement, and I got recruited in Deutsche Bank investment banking. So I've been working in Deutsche Bank for the past 3 years as an investment banker in the OTC derivatives. So this is a short intro about me. And apart from that, I'm a practicing musician. I perform, I play many instruments. I play the keyboard, I play the piano, I play the Indian instruments like harmonium, tabla, vocal. I sing Hindustani classical. So I've been classically trained. I have done my grade 7 London Trinity keyboard and done grade 7 London College of Music piano, where I scored the highest for the world by getting 100 out of 100. This is some things about myself. And apart from that, when it comes to my other things in music, I produce music. I've worked on a few Kannada films, and I worked with some great music directors like Charan Raj sir. And apart from that, who is a great figure in the Kannada sandalwood industry. And apart from that, I have also released my own single, a theme song for the cricket team RCB. So I've done a theme song which stars a lot of celebrities coming and taking part in that. So apart from that, what are my hobbies? My hobbies is traveling. I love traveling. I've traveled a lot in this last 3 to 4 years post-COVID. And leaving that, I love making vlogs. I like making a lot of reels. I like showing my travel to people. I like showing where I go, what I do. I like making the content, that kind of stuff. And I also love cricket. I love cricket. And my role model, my inspiration, my favorite cricketer is Virat Kohli. So this is about myself. And when it comes to my academics, I was a state ranker. I was a state topper in my second PUC, where I got 4 centums. I got 98.2%. A small intro. So speaking about life updates, some life updates right now. So at this point, I'm currently serving notice period in my company Deutsche Bank, where I work as an investment banker. And why? Because I am going to step on to the next stage of my career, the next stage of my life journey, where I'm going to pursue my MBA. So this unfolds a lot of things, a lot of avenues. So at this point, what has happened, I gave my CAT exam and I scored a very good score in CAT as well as XAT. But fun part, I didn't study a bit as well, because my day was so hectic since the last 3 years, because I work mainly in the New York shift, which starts around say 5 or 6 in the evening, and I end up working till 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So that's how hectic my day used to be always. And leaving that, I also told you earlier that I also teach music. So I have my own entrepreneurial stint, where I have my own music academy called Atharva Music Academy. So we have around 150 students there where we teach, we encourage them to perform, we build new musicians, we send them for exams, they excel. So it's kind of hard to balance both, and amidst that, it was really hard to make time for studies. But still, I thought that let me give CAT this year. Let's see if it happens. If not, let's give another shot next year. But God's grace, I would say, or my presence of mind that day, or my application, or my base knowledge which I applied in the exam, I got a very good score in CAT. And I got a very good score in XAT as well, Xavier Admission Test. So feeling very humble, feeling very blessed for what I got, because sometimes when you get more than what you ask, it's a very humble feeling, it's a very good feeling, it's a very happy feeling. Because I feel that if you like, what do I say, it's like, what I believe is, if you do your work, or if you honestly you are honest in your attempts, if you do what you're supposed to do, the rest is taken care by the Almighty, or the rest falls in place. I mean, I wouldn't say luck, or I wouldn't say something like it's totally luck, or I wouldn't say it's totally hard work, but I think somewhere both is needed. And somewhere, if you are right there present in that moment, and if you know you have done what's needed, then you will get things done. This is what I learned in this journey. But post that is when I honestly started preparing a lot, because I got calls from all the top colleges. I got calls from IIMs, top IIMs. I got calls from all the private base schools which I applied to. I got calls from the Xaviers of the world. And that is when I started my journey of like actually sitting and preparing, actually sitting and studying. So this I did after like about 3 years. One more quick fact, I even lost half of my college life, because half of it was done in home due to COVID, due to lockdowns. So it had been like quite a long time since I actually sat and studied, or I actually sat and dedicatedly did something apart from work. Because I think we all know working is different, studying is different, and both are some totally different ball games. So I sat and I started preparing for my interviews, because around December end is when you get your results, and in the months of January is when you start getting shortlisted by colleges, and February, March, sometimes early April also totally goes on interviews. So I mean, people do say you don't need to prepare, or some people don't give that much importance, but I totally disagree. Because if you have got a call, if you have come this far for any college, your interview is the make or break decision, because that is where they actually see who you are as a person, or that is where your personality is unfolded. So keeping that in mind, I think the prep time, the preparation is extremely important. So I started preparing, I started studying after a very long time in my life, and the journey was good. Because one thing about these interviews is it's not like a directive, or it's not like a particular domain based. Because see, you're applying for company ABC, you know what is the profile you're applying for, and you know what are the questions you might get. Or even if you're applying for, say, some other things, like in a small age, like if you are going towards an engineering college, you know what's your forte. If you're going for a commerce college, you know what's your forte. If you're going for journalism, you know what's your forte. But what does of an MBA interview is, it's like a multi-fold interview. It's like an all-rounders interview, because there they see you, they mark you, they analyze you on various parameters. And also CAT is one of the hardest exams after say UPSC and NDA in India. So again, the level of dedication you have to give is almost equal to that. I mean, I'm sure all of you have heard stories of people preparing for IAS interviews, which is so hard, because you need to know everything under the sun. But somewhere a little notch below that, but I think even for this, that's how the scenario is. Because questions can come from like any aspect. Like it can come from your undergrad, whatever you studied. Like say you're a commerce grad, then they'll ask you about finance, accounting, GST, etc. If you're like an engineer, they'll ask you about your stream. Like if you're from mechanical, if you're from aeronautical, if you're from civil, so questions on that direction. Then if you're from, there are people who come from like art background, like they come from journalism, they come from an MA in economics, they come from other weird categories like zoology, botany, etc. So they try asking. There are even doctors who come into MBA. Basically, MBA is where you come from all profiles and you get into the cohort so that you can give something, a unique perspective. Like basically the cohort or the class is so diverse, because whenever you get a management problem, the way a doctor sees it is different, the way an engineer sees it is different, the way a commerce graduate sees it is different. So that is why people from all diverse backgrounds come, and in these interviews you are trying, they try and question you about your past, about what is your forte. So when I speak about preparation, you have to prepare about everything under the sun, as I told, like about your undergrad, about what you studied. Then you need to know some of your subjects, whatever you did, because they might ask you, they expect you to know what are the basics. Then say if you're someone a fresher, they will more concentrate on your past, like your college life. But if you're a work experience guy like me, like if you are an experienced individual, then they'll ask you questions about your corporate. So they try. It's not that you might think that why are they asking you questions like these, but it is just that they are trying to know you better, and they are trying to see your thought process. So they are trying to see what you bring to the table, like what have you learned which is useful for a management program. So they ask you about your work experience. So you need to know very well about that as well. Even though you've been working on something day in and day out, explaining it to the other person and making sure they understand it is a very difficult thing. And that for that you need prep, you need to plan it. And apart from that, they ask you about current affairs. Like you can ask you anything, be it political, be it geopolitical, be it simple facts like be it sports, be it like your current affairs on the weather, climate change, etc. They might ask questions about, say, the ongoing Ukraine-Russia war or the Israel-Hamas war. They might ask any of this, and you need to know. And why do they do that? Because managers are people who are very informed. They are well informed about the world around them, because they know that the world around them is a dynamic world, and knowing everything that happens around you gives you an edge over others to take better decisions. So when you are entering such a program, you obviously have to be someone who is well informed, and you can't be someone who is living under a rock knowing nothing. So again, but when you come from a background where you've been working, when you've been in your own cocoon, you've been in your own life, that drastic shift will be a huge thing, because what you do, what you prep for this interview is the same thing what you're going to continue once you go to your college. So I think that preparation is also important. And so yeah, coming back to where am I and my life update. So the past 3 months have been hectic in studying and preparing and giving my interviews. And as we speak, most of my interviews went well, and I converted most of the colleges I have interviewed for. That's the good, happy news. And the purpose of this video is just to give a quick life update and talk about all these things. But what is my aim, or what is the future? I wish to use this channel to give people some reviews about how my past has been, or to cover some content about how this journey has been, so that the future people or the audiences who want to pursue a similar journey can relate to it and learn from where I came, and learn to not make the mistakes I did, and learn from what I've learned through this journey. So that is one purpose. Then I want to make vlogs. Like I want to make vlogs where I cover various aspects. Like I give you my campus tours, be it in my workplace, or be it once I go to my college, and so that people who want to achieve a career similar to mine, or want to live a life similar to mine, get motivated and inspired seeing that. Then I want to make quick videos, like quick short videos answering some of the most important aspects about MBA, like questions like why MBA, who am I, why XYZ college, etc., which would be useful for you when you give your interviews. Next part, I want to cover my traveling as well, because as I told, it's very passionate for me to travel. So I will try and put some travel vlogs, travel content. And finally, I would also like to bring some people onto my channel, like not exactly podcast, but something like a podcast, where I have a conversation with some people. Maybe they are in my level, below my level, above my level. When I mean my level, I don't mean in status wise, but I mean like their career wise and their knowledge wise. Like I might bring my own peers, or I might bring people who are senior to me, experienced individuals, and have some conversations from them, try to learn with them, so that along with me you guys also can be a part of the journey and learn something. And finally, if possible, I told you I'm a musician, and primarily this channel was before being used to upload music related stuff, but life has evolved now, and although I've not left music as a part of me, I think that it's evolved right now. So me making music related content had definitely reduced at this point, but I will try my best and get back to that and try and upload some music related stuff. And once I hit my college, once I go to my college, I will try and collaborate and put all that. So get ready for this. If you're not yet follow this channel, go hit the like button, go hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned, because it's gonna be a journey from here onwards. It's been a journey this far, but it's gonna be a crazy journey from here onwards. and I want to make sure each and every one of you watching this video is part of that journey. So let's get started.
I'm nitty-gritty and just treat me like equal. Decora. Change the sequel and write me down equal. Decora.